Next up, here's what we're talking about. We're going to talk about Women Driving Vehicle, the Retail Awards panel. And so I'm really excited to welcome our next guest. So please do me a favor, make her feel warm, excited, and happy to be here. Let's welcome up Amanda George with Route One. Amanda, come on up. Stage is yours. Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hi, good afternoon. For those of you who don't know Route One, we connect dealers to lenders and other partners at the point of sale for financing. We were one of the pioneers of electronic credit applications and are the leader in e-contracting. We have a suite of products that runs from digital retail to menu all the way to compliance. We've been involved in the Women Driving Vehicle Retail Awards for several years. It is a really fantastic program, and I highly recommend anyone who hasn't attended before to make a point of it in future years. I always leave that event so inspired. So earlier today, I had the privilege of presenting this year's Women Driving Vehicle Retail Awards, and I'm honored to share these remarkable women with you. First, we have, unfortunately, our one award recipient who wasn't able to attend today, but it's worth learning about her story. Linda, this is for the Ally, awarded to a person with a career track record in hiring, training, mentoring, and championing women in vehicle retail or enhancing gender diversity in the field. The winner for this year is Linda Vallea, the business manager at CDJR Corpus Christi Access Ford. And I'll tell you a little bit about Linda. Linda has spent more than 2 decades building a career defined by growth, leadership, and advocacy for women in automotive retail. Linda actively mentors women on her team, providing structured guidance, actionable feedback, and access to development programs like Driven to Lead. Her efforts have helped team members progress into leadership roles. Beyond her dealership, Linda champions awareness of automotive careers through university engagement, networking events, and career fairs. She's passionate about building clear pathways for women to thrive, inspired by leaders who believe in her potential, and by Lithia's commitment to growth. We'll move on now to the 2 women who are going to be joining us on the panel today. First, we have the Rising Star, awarded to a woman early in her dealership career who is driving her path in auto retail and serving as a role model and champion for females peers in the industry. Our Rising Star this year is Janine Bain, Service Manager, Volvo of Charlottesville. Janine made an impact almost immediately after joining Volvo of Charlottesville. She has improved pricing structures that boosted profitability and resolved service department challenges. Janine listens with patience, acts with speed, and mentors her team through complex problems while ensuring technicians receive the training they need to succeed. Previously, Janine turned around a struggling Volkswagen service department, leading it to profitability and earning deep respect from her team. In a male-dominated environment, she handles the tough situations with poise and confidence, building loyalty among employees and trust with customers. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll also introduce our Accelerator. This is awarded to a mid-career level woman who has demonstrated success in improving gender equity in her dealership. This year, the award goes to Portia Conrad, Volvo Master Technicians, Bob Penkis Volvo. As the first female Volvo technician at her dealership, Portia broke barriers and inspired other women to follow her lead, creating a ripple effect of empowerment and inclusion. Her leadership extends beyond the shop floor. She has influenced uniform redesigns to better accommodate female technicians and actively participates in national initiatives such as the Volvo Female Forum and SEMA project collaborations. Portia has achieved Master Tech certification in only 14 months, earned the loyalty of customers who request her by name, and mentored new female technicians to thrive in a traditionally male-dominated field. Her mission is clear: to show young girls that gender should never be a barrier to success. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So we're so excited to have these 2 wonderful winners with us today. We're going to just talk a little bit about their path so far and learn a little bit more about them. So I want to jump right in to pass into automotive and your early career. So what drew each of you to the industry, and what early barriers did you face as women entering the industry? Janine, you want to start off?
So I came into automotive from healthcare, and my husband actually encouraged me to take a job at the dealership. So that's what got me at the dealership. And then early barriers was probably credibility and more from customers than my staff. So
Makes sense, Portia?
All right, yeah, for me, my dad has been at Volvotech for 38 years. So really, I was just following under his footsteps. When I was like 16 or 15, I was going through some mental health issues, and my dad really just wanted to keep me out of my bedroom. So he had a 1968 Mustang that throughout my whole life, it was never running. And he wanted me to help him rebuild the engine. So I did that, and that's really what spiked my interest for working on cars. And my senior year of high school, I did their automotive program through Pikes Peak Community College for 1 year. And after I finished that, I instantly got into my dealership under my dad as my mentor, and just excelled. So, yeah.
That's fantastic. Um,
Thank you.
what misconceptions about women in technical or leadership roles have you encountered, and how have you addressed them? Portia, you want to start us off this time?
What was?
Oh, sorry, the misconceptions about women in technical.
Yeah, sorry. So some of the misconceptions that I have experienced and seen is that women aren't strong enough as a technician, right? That's definitely one bias that we see. Men are stronger. And that we're too emotional. And for me, there's definitely instances where, yes, I'm not strong enough for something, but I'm not afraid to ask for help. I'm not afraid to ask the technician next to me that has more physical strength than me to break something loose. They're also not afraid to ask me if I can send my tiny little arm up into a crevice and get something for them that they would have to take off more stuff to get to, right? So working as a team with our strengths and our weaknesses is great. So, and being emotional, I'm sure if I'm frustrated, I may cry over something. But if another guy in my dealership is frustrated, he's probably going to throw tools. So which one's better, right?
Great call. Janine?
I guess that women aren't technical enough to lead strong teams. I just address it by being consistent, prepared, and confident, holding the same standards for everyone, and then over time, my competence breaks the stereotypes, and my results speak for itself.
That's great. I know that mentorship is always an important component, especially when you're in a situation where it's a male-dominated field. It's great to have role models. It's great to have mentors. What does effective mentorship look like to you? How do you intentionally create opportunities for other women?
Mentorship is honest feedback, advocacy when you're not in the room, helping someone see the possibilities before they see it themselves, just intentionally coaching women on their confidence, giving them praise when they do things. And I think that communication is just really important.
So it can be from a man or a woman, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Portia?
For mentorship for me, I was mentored, and I have mentored before. Biggest thing for mentorship is, patience. Patience and no judgment is very important. I started out in my dealership with little experience, right? I only had 1 year of training. I only knew the basics. I didn't know much about how to diagnose a car or anything like that. So I needed more help than somebody that went through a lot of training, right? And I wasn't afraid of asking for questions because my mentor did not judge me for my questions. No stupid questions, right? If I went to my mentor and I asked them a question and their body led me to believe that they were frustrated, I'm more likely to go to them for help, right? So no judgment, good body posture when you're asking for help, not showing that you're frustrated is very important in mentoring. So
that's great. Thank you. What advice and personal reflections, what personal philosophy, if you will, or lessons has guided you through your career?
For me, I would say my personal philosophy is I care more about my customer cars than my own cars. Trust is very important, and building relationships with my customers will get me more customer requests, and in turn, I'm making more money and I'm having happier customers. So that's my mental philosophy, is always care about the customers more than myself.
For my dealer group and myself, it's just culture drives results. If you take care of your people, they take care of you. So stay curious, lead with integrity, and then success follows.
Great. What does the next decade look like for women in auto retail? What breakthroughs are you guys most excited to see?
I just hope we see more women in fixed ops, in executive leadership and ownership, and we'll just see fewer firsts for women. It's going to be, they're there. We're not going anywhere. So,
Absolutely. Portia?
I am excited to see more females in all levels. If I go to training for Volvo, I'd love to be trained by a Volvo instructor that's a female, right, versus than a male instructor. That would be cool. Better female uniforms. They have been working, and just all uniform companies in general have been working on getting female uniforms for us, but the size diversity is still just not there. If I'm going to wear something, I want it to fit me, and they're not thinking about all of women's size body proportions. They're thinking about a tiny amount. So for Volvo, for instance, their smallest size is a small. Well, I'm an extra small, so that's not gonna work, right? If our uniforms fit better, we would look more professional. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
So.
that makes a lot of sense. Those things really do matter
Yeah.
as we're talking about how to make things more equitable. Something folks don't think about, but it matters a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
What policies or benefits have made the biggest impact on helping women succeed in this industry, do you think?
Zero tolerance policy for sexual assault, that's a big one. If a dealership is not going to have that, and a woman has continued to bring up sexual assault and they don't deal with it, you're going to lose that employee. Parental leave, that's a big one. If they don't have good parental leave and that girl gets pregnant, and she wants to have a family, she's not going to be able to stay with that job. So that's definitely very important to keep women in the dealership. And, network opportunities, that's a big one. For network opportunities, Volvo, they have a female Volvo forum every year, and it brings the female technicians all together. We get to meet each other, we get to talk about our issues in our dealership, and just have that support. We have a great Snapchat group chat with all of our other female technicians, and we get to contact each other for help and just support, and those network opportunities, it's really good.
That's great.
I would say flexible schedules, respect for our family responsibilities, performance-based growth instead of like outdated expectations about hours and visibility, and then just having a good support system in your dealership is very helpful.
And you guys have both talked about that to me, about how supportive your dealerships really have been and how that's really made a difference
Yeah.
in your careers to date. Anything you would want to add about that, or?
Go ahead.
I love my dealership. They've supported me from day one, right? They did really good, and the only reason why I am a Master Tech so quick is because of my dealership. Of course, I did the work, right? I proved myself in those classes, but if it wasn't for them, I would have never taken the classes. And even for me, going to those G0 classes, which are, the first level of certification for Volvo, and I'm going to these classes, and there's other male technicians that have been a Volvo technician for 7 years, and I'm doing the same classes with them like a month in. So it really just, having that good support, whether you're female or male, will make you go so much further. So.
I don't think I would be where I am today without the support system from Carter Myers Automotive. I've done so much in a short time, and it's all thanks to the support system that I have there. So thank you all.
And thank you both for joining us today. This has been really great hearing from you, and best of luck with everything that comes next.
Thank you.
Thank you.